We are going to study the topic cell and its structure. Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. When an organism made of more than one cell, it is called multicellular, and when an organism made of single cell, it is called unicellular. Example is amoeba and paramecium. The cell is divided into four parts, or we can say that we are going to study cell in four different parts. So the four parts are as follows: first, cell membrane; second, cytoplasm; third, nucleus; and fourth, cell organelles. So we are going to cover the four topics one by one. The first is cell membrane. Cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is flexible and is made up of organic molecules called lipids and proteins. This cell membrane is the outermost covering of the cell wall, which separates the contents of the cell from its external environment, and it is a selectively permeable membrane because it regulates the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. In addition to the plasma membrane, there is another part which present in the plant cells is known as cell wall. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of a cellulose. Cellulose is a complex substance and provides structural strength to plants. Next we are going to cover the part nucleus. Nucleus is present in the cytoplasm, and nucleus has a double layer covering called nuclear membrane. The nucleus contains chromosomes which are visible as rod-shaped structures only when the cell is about to divide. Chromosomes contains information for inheritance of features from parents to next generation in the form of DNA, which is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Now we are going to cover all the different type of cell organelles present in the cytoplasm. So there are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosome, mitochondria, plastids and vacuoles present in the cytoplasm, known as cell organelles. So now first we are going to cover endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. First is rough endoplasmic reticulum and second is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum looks rough under a microscope because it has a particle called ribosome attached to the surface. And the ribosomes, which are present in all active cells, are the sites of protein manufacture. So we can say that the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum is protein manufacture. Next is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. SER is the site of manufacture of fats and lipids which help building of cells called membrane biogenesis. The endoplasmic reticulum serves as a channel for the transport of materials between the various regions of the cytoplasm and between the cytoplasm and nucleus. Second is Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies consist of a system of membrane-bound vesicles arranged approximately parallel to each other in a stacks called cisterns. These membranes often have connection with the membranes of endoplasmic reticulum. Its function include the storage, modification and packaging of products in vesicles. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Next is lysosome. Lysosomes are a kind of waste disposal system of the cell. Lysosomes help to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out cell organelles. Lysosomes are able to do this because they contain powerful digestive enzyme capable of breaking down all organic materials. For example, when the cell gets damaged, lysosome may burst and the enzyme digest their own cell. Therefore, the lysosomes are also known as the suicide bag of the cells. And these enzymes are made by the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Next is mitochondria. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of the cell. The energy required for various chemical activities needed for life is released by mitochondria in the form of ATP. ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. Mitochondria have two membrane covering instead of just one. Mitochondria are strange organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Therefore, mitochondria are able to make some of their own proteins. Next is plastids. Plastids are only present in the plant cells. There are two types of plastids, chromoplast and nucleoplast. Chromoplast is colorful, leucoplast is colorless or white. Chloroplast contain a pigment in green color which is chlorophyll, and leucoplasts are primary organelles in which materials such as starch, oil and protein granules are stored. Plastids also have their own DNA and ribosomes. The last one is vacuoles. Vacuoles are storage sacs of solid or liquid contents. In plant cells, vacuoles are full of cell sap and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell, and vacuoles are small sized in the animal cells.